Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back. Let's get into this. This is going to be a general reading for Gemini. So let's see what's going on in your energy, Gemini. What you should be aware of, what you should know. We have the Ace of Flowers in reverse. Okay, let's keep going and see what else comes out. Spirit, what is going on in Gemini's energy? What should we know about Gemini's energy here? Please and thank you. So, it does look like you've been working really hard here, but you have some naysayers around you, okay? You have some people around you who are like, no, Gemini's doing the wrong thing. Gemini's not doing this is not right the way that Gemini's doing something, right? We have the Five of Swords in reverse, though, okay? I'm seeing some kind of frustration. Maybe this is something that you've gone through. This is a past situation, so this is something that you've gone through in the past where you've had people treat you a certain kind of way, like they were against you. They were trying to make things seem a certain kind of way, like, oh, Gemini's doing it bad, or Gemini's doing it wrong, Gemini's doing a bad thing. They were trying to make you give up something, trying to make you forget something or let something go, okay? This is what all came out. This could be work related, okay? For at least one of you, this could be work related. I am seeing secrets. Okay, there were secrets behind this back talk, secrets that people were holding back on. They didn't want you to be aware of. I feel like you were, despite what they were saying, Gemini, I see you as staying very focused. Okay, you were staying focused, you were trying to build something for yourself. And the thing is when you work hard like this and you build something for yourself, people don't like it. People get upset, people get mad. Okay, you were showing that you had talent. You were showing the quality of your work and people didn't like that. You were showing that you were very committed to what you were doing here and people didn't like it. People were getting mad. I see somebody nitpicking. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody who is very nitpicky, picking everything, like tearing things apart, like what you were doing, like saying, oh, look, this is wrong, that's wrong. This was somebody who had a lot of influence on other people. This was somebody who was the kind of person who enjoyed watching other people suffer. So this person enjoyed watching you suffer, okay? That's what I'm hearing. They enjoyed seeing you suffer. Something about you suffering. What's suffering, Spirit? Because you look like you were busy working to me. They wanted you to give up something. That's what it was. They wanted you to give up something, give up a dream, give up what you were doing. They were hoping that you would let it go. You were freeing yourself from a situation that was holding you down. Now, I feel very strongly that this could have been a financial situation. You were burdened with some kind of financial burden that was holding you down, preventing you from moving forward. This person enjoyed it. They were hoping that you would suffer in silence. That's what I'm hearing. Suffer in silence. Give up and suffer in silence. Stay in your mind. Stay stuck in a mental situation. Okay? Like being in some kind of debt, right? And just staying quiet and don't complain about being in debt. Yeah. So this person was panicking because they were seeing you climb out of something. You were climbing yourself out of a financial situation that you found yourself in. And this person was like, I don't trust what Gemini's doing. I don't trust what Gemini's doing. Gemini's up to something. Gemini's doing something wrong. Gemini's doing something, you know, like illegal or something like that. Tell me more about the Nine of Teacups, Spirit. You know, and this could have been a boss. Okay, could have been a fire sign, could have been a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person was coming in trying to make it seem like, oh, you know, Gemini needs to just give it up, give up their toxic ways. So maybe you were a smoker, maybe you drank after work, maybe you know, you had one drink after work, right? That kind of thing. The reality is you were a very loving, caring person, and you spoke up, and I'm seeing here, you spoke up, you said the truth here. You were releasing yourself. You were letting yourself let go of burdens. That's what you were doing. You were working hard, letting yourself let go of burdens. That's what I'm hearing. By using your skills. Yeah, you were using your skills here. Look at that. You were using your skills and starting something new. So you were learning some way of building money that was leading you to peace and quiet and tranquility in your life. You were working very hard. You had an ending in sight. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. You had an ending in sight, and you were ready to take some form of action. You were ready to move forward. You weren't going to let people slow you down. And this is a past situation that you were in. Okay, maybe you were doing tarot, or maybe you were learning from tarot. You were learning from tarot to heal, to better yourself. And these people didn't like it. Look at that. They didn't like it. You might be a very outgoing type of person. Okay, or you had a tarot reader that was helping you out of a vicious cycle that you were in. Okay, either you were the tarot reader or you were going to a tarot reader. Things were finally turning in your favor here, Gemini. You were finally learning how to get yourself out of a hole. You were on the right road. That's what I'm hearing. You were on the right road, and you had somebody who just couldn't stand the fact that you were going to get yourself out of this hole. It's kind of like this person was in the same hole with you. They were going through the same things you were going through, but the fact that you were finding a way out is something that just bothered the hell out of this person. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It just bothered the hell out of this person that you found a way. You were working extra hard to get yourself out of a situation. You were bossing up. That's what you were doing. You were bossing up. You made a plan, and you have a plan till this day. Today, right now, as we speak, you still have a plan. You're still moving forward with this plan because you were releasing yourself. You're tired and you're fed up of the mental stress that you were under. So you freed yourself. Okay. You had somebody here, you do at this time, you do have somebody here who realizes the trickery. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, trickery. They realize the trickery that this person, that's what I'm hearing, trickery. This person was committing a lot of trickery. Okay, people are seeing this. They're seeing that this person was making a plan, plotting against you to slow you down. Somebody was being very judgmental. Okay, that's what I'm hearing, being very judgmental about you and what you were doing. You possibly were working with other people, okay, or maybe you pulled other people in, or you were influencing other people and saying, hey, you know, this is the way to do it. Look what we could do. We could do it this way, we could do it that way. For one of you, maybe you were living in a van and you were like, look, I could live in my van, I can And I'm just using this as an example, okay? And but I do feel like this is for one of you, actually. Like, you were living in your van and you're like, I'm working and I'm saving all my money and I'm putting all my money away. I'm getting myself out of this financial hole. I am finally getting out of debt. I'm finally, that's the feeling I'm getting from this. Like, you were finally getting out of debt to the point where you were able to start saving money. And people are like, you had somebody around you who could have been a father figure, okay, looking at you like, oh no, you can't do that because maybe you're a mother. We have the empress coming out. Maybe you're a mother, okay? And they're like, you can't do that. You can't do that because you're a female. You can't do that because you're this, right? This person was turning around saying things about you, saying that you were making the wrong decision. Okay, you're making the wrong decision here. This is somebody who was like, seriously, um smooth talking other people to come up against you. Maybe even people in your family to come up against you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Like, they were a smooth talker. They were like, they have a way of talking to people. They have a way of making people feel like what they say is the right thing. They have a way of talking to people to try to slow you down, to stop what you had going on. What it was is that this person didn't want you to end something. Okay, maybe you were working for this person. Okay, or maybe at some point you worked with this person. This could be somebody who tried to, like, compete with you. They didn't want something to end. So something about you staying in this hole, okay, it made this person feel good. It made this person feel like they were on top of things. It made this person feel like they were winning by keeping you. Look, I have a fly here. So this person was a very toxic entity that was around you. As they say, when you start having flies, that's because the person you're talking about is a lingering entity that just has no purpose in your life. It's just there to slow you down. And I have one here that's coming in, so that just confirms it even more, that you had this entity in your life. Whoever this person is, for one of you, it could be an ex, just talking smack about you because you were doing something different, against the grain. That's what I'm hearing. You were doing something against the grain, something that other people don't normally do. You were finding a different path in life. But what I'm seeing here, God was saying you were on the right path. You were doing the right thing. You were doing the right thing for you. This person over here was talking about you because they didn't want you to stop. They wanted you to stay on the same path. Do everything like everybody else. You know what the definition of insanity is? Doing something over and over again, the same thing over and over again, and expecting a different outcome. That is the definition of insanity. You got yourself out of something that was insane, something that just was not working for you. That's what I'm hearing. You got yourself out of it. But boy, did you have a lot of people coming up against you, specifically family members coming up against you. Okay, and I'm using the whole thing about living in your van kind of thing as an example, and I feel like it is confirmation for one of you, but it doesn't have to be confirmation for all of you. Okay, this is just something about you doing something very different. Okay, whoever you are, you did suffer some kind of sexual abuse in your life, or some form of abuse in your life here. Okay, and it looks like this person was talking to your children. Your children could be air signs, water signs, air signs. I saw water over here. So air signs or water signs. So we're talking about Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. So whoever this was, they were even whispering in your children's ears, being like, oh, well, Gemini's acting crazy. Gemini's making the wrong decision. What is Gemini thinking? What I'm seeing here is you weren't hurting anybody. You weren't hurting anybody. You weren't doing anything that was against anybody really, other than this person that just feels like you shouldn't be doing what you were doing. You know, they say history repeats itself, right? Back in the 60s, a lot of people lived in their vans back in the 60s. And I've even met people who lived in their van back in the 90s. Now that we're talking about this, I'm not saying that you are living in a van, but I'm just talking about this. Um, the company at the end of the year, the company has to check its accounts. You know, they have to get ready to do their taxes. And this company is actually called Reed Candle Company in San Antonio. And what happened was, I didn't work there. I just heard about this story. They were doing their taxes, and they were checking everything out in their accounts, and they had this substantial amount of money in their account. And they were like, "Hey, what is going on? Why do we have all this money? We shouldn't have this money, right?" Well, they had to go through everybody's paychecks. They had to, they went through it all. It turned out one of their employees was not cashing his checks. He was living in his vehicle, and what he was doing was he was cashing like one check, and then he was living off of that one check for like 5 or 6 weeks, right? So he had like 5 or 6 checks that he was just holding on to, and he wasn't cashing them. And he was saving his money to buy a house because he wanted to get married, but he wanted to get married and have kids, but he wanted to own his house first before he started bringing kids into the world, which is admirable, right? I mean, dang, good guy, right? Anyway, so what they had to do is they had to write him one big check and told him he needed to cash that. He needed to go open up a savings account. If you're young, you might not know. My generation back in the like 90s, we don't really trust banks all that much. At least not my group, right? We don't trust banks very much. And so going and cashing your check at HEB or cashing your check somewhere else was like the normal thing that we would do, because for the simple fact that we didn't trust banks. Um so anyways, that's what this guy was doing. He was just going off and cashing his check. Which you could still do today. You don't have to have a bank account to go cash your check, okay? But anyways, this is what this is reminding me of, Gemini. Like, you were doing something that was not the normal, okay? And this person just doesn't like what you're doing. But the thing is that you're getting some kind of outcome out of this, and it's a very positive outcome. Okay, maybe this person's like, oh well, I'm not going to give to Gemini anymore. Okay, for some reason this person's acting like they were giving to you, they were supplying you money, they were giving you some kind of finances here, right? Yeah, this is what this person is quote claiming, like they were giving you some kind of financial support, right? And they're like, well, I'm not going to give to Gemini anymore because Gemini's not using the money for this or that, right? Instead you were saving money. But I don't feel like this person was giving you anything. This person is talking out of their, you know what, okay? They're trying to make themselves appear a certain kind of way here. And what I'm seeing here is that you're finally getting to the point where you are receiving or seeing some kind of success after a long, long struggle. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you are finally getting yourself out of a bad situation. Okay. You're finally seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm hearing. This person is claiming that you're doing something stupid. Okay. This person has your family talking about you, saying that you're doing something stupid. They're saying that you need to give up something. This is a from what I'm seeing here, they're saying that what you're doing is you just believe you're going to have success. The thing is you are having success. That's what's crazy about it. But they're trying to, what it is they don't want other people to follow you. For one of you, this is actually a boss. You're doing something different against a boss, okay, or an authoritative figure in your life, right? And this person doesn't want other people to follow suit, follow what you're doing, okay? So I'm seeing them as trying to cause delays here for you, okay? Or they're trying to get other people not to talk to you, okay? They're trying to get other people to, you know what it reminds me of? The Amish. When the Amish, they shun you out of a circle or something like that, right? Yeah, like some kind of shunning. Like they want to shun you out of the family, or they want to shun you out of the circle, or something like that. They want you to be nervous about what you're doing. It's like they want you to feel like, oh, you're risking everything, and you're risking your stability. But the thing is, these people weren't giving you no stability. They're lying. Okay, this person is a liar. And that's what other people don't understand. This person is like acting like they were giving you so much money. It could be child support that they were claiming that they're giving you. Like they were giving you all this child support. You shouldn't be suffering, you know? Spirit, tell me what's the future here for Gemini, please and thank you. Anyways, this is what this person's doing behind your back here, okay? That came out sideways, so I'm going to leave it right there. Tell me more, Spirit. What is going on in Gemini's future here? What's going to happen here for Gemini's future if Gemini stays on this track? I'm seeing stability. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. I'm seeing decisions need to be made toward your stability. You are doing something right, Gemini. Paying off debts, getting out of that situation that you are. Now, for some of you, this might be something that you haven't even started yet, Maybe you haven't gone down this path yet. And it doesn't necessarily have to be you living in a vehicle, okay? It could just be like maybe you're starting to put solar panels on your house, Gemini, or maybe you finally figured out a way to, maybe not on your house, like maybe you're not putting, like maybe you don't have a company coming in and putting solar panels on your house. Maybe you have solar panels and you're putting them outside on your windows, or you're just learning how to do things differently where you're saving money. Okay, you're doing something for yourself. Maybe you're gardening. Maybe you have started a garden in your backyard and you're growing your own tomatoes and your own peppers, and you see what I'm saying? Like you're getting yourself out of a situation, and this person doesn't like it. So it's just the way that you're doing it, okay? That this person has a problem with. And this person is claiming that they've given you so much money, or they're giving you some kind of support, which is BS, okay? And it makes me feel like this is an ex for one of you very strongly, because it's like at some point you saw this person as a partner for yourself, okay? Tell me more, Spirit. What's going on here for Gemini's future? You're going to be well-to-do, Gemini. You're coming out in the future. Look at that. You're going to be coming out as the Knight of Hedges. So you're going to be starting something new, something financial, maybe starting a new business. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm gonna find out about that card. Why is that card coming out? I feel like you're going to be starting something new, okay? Ah, look at that. I'm telling you. This is your final card. Your final card is the Emperor. Gemini, you're going to end up being the Emperor at the end of all this. The Emperor is the person who has learned it all. They're on top of things. Their finances, like they're on top of their finances. They're on top of, you know what I'm saying? The Emperor is the one that has learned all their lessons. They have learned how to get out of out of trouble. You're going to end up being the Emperor at the end of everything. That's what's going to happen. But let's find out about this. Why is this card came out in reverse? It's the two of flowers. Two of flowers. Okay. I'll come to that in a minute. Let's look at what we got here. I do see here that you've received some kind of clarity here. You received some kind of clarity about a relationship. This could also be about money, starting a business, something like that. You've received some kind of clarity, like you understand, you figured things out. And you have finally figured out that it's mind over matter. That's what I'm hearing. Mind over matter. So you're changing your situation here. It's like despite the chaos, despite the opposition that you're facing, you're getting something back. Like you're taking care of those bills. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're taking care of those bills. You're finally getting out of a tight situation. Okay, maybe at some point, finances were really bad, and now you're finally getting that relief that you've been needing, that balance that you've been needing. Okay, I am looking at the Five of Spears here. It looks like people are not going to be happy about what you're doing. Okay, seeing a fight breaking out. What is this fight about, Spirit? Again, it's telling me that petty person, the Fool in reverse. I feel like you're not taking any risk. Somebody wants you to take a risk. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's going to want you to take a risk. Maybe they're going to want you to invest in them or something like that. And you're going to be like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Okay? You're not going to fall for something. Somebody's going to have a difference in opinion here. Yeah, you're going to have somebody around you. And I feel like it might be that father figure. A difference in opinion. Like this person's going to be like, no, Gemini shouldn't be doing that. Gemini shouldn't be doing this. What should Gemini be doing? Well, according to what I'm seeing here, the universe is getting ready to give you something. In the near future, the universe is going to be giving you something because of something about you, like not okay, so you're going to be playing it safe. I don't see you taking any risk. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. In the near future, you're going to have something's coming in for you, a blessing that's going to really change the course of your life here. And I think it's going to be because of something that you're going to start for yourself financially. Okay, it looks like you're going to start something for yourself financially. Oh, you're going to make a plan here. Ooh, okay. I see you working really hard. I mean, you might not have time to even brush your hair because that's what I'm seeing here. Like, you're going to be working so hard, Gemini, that you're not even going to have time, which is sad. I mean, it's pretty sad because I see you as not being able to brush your hair, brush your teeth. Like, you're just going to jump up and be working. Like, you're going to get out of bed and be like, I got to start working. I got to start working, right? So it makes me feel like you're going to be working at home, or you're going to be working in some kind of way, shape, or form where you're going to be alone. Nobody's going to see you. So it's like you're not going to have to worry about brushing your hair. Okay. Something like that. But this is awesome because I see you like speaking up and talking to people and saying things, right? Saying things that is going to bring in the money for you, bring in stability, bring in the support that you've been needing. Okay, so you're gonna be in the middle of some kind of controversy, and it might be because of something that you're doing, like I'm saying, living in your van, or I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something that people don't normally do. And that's why I keep saying like living in your van. It's gonna be something, some kind of controversy that's going to make people look at you Something about the way you're doing things different, right? But again, it could be like I'm telling you, like you buy yourself some solar panels, you stick them outside your window at your house. Maybe you're renting a house, right? um Instead of flushing your toilet, you're going to start using the bath water to flush your toilet to save money, something like that, right? You're going to start holding back the money, right? Like you're going to start somehow you're going to be saving a lot of money. So like say if you're renting a house and you have to pay for your water, you're going to put a barrel outside, collect rainwater, and use that to bathe with and use that to wash your clothes with, so you don't have to be spending so much money on water, your water bill, right? And then using your bath water to flush your toilet, that kind of thing, right? That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you're gonna get very creative in how you're spending your money. It's like you're gonna be taking control. So if this is not you living in your van, this is you taking control of your expenses by doing things like that. Like I said, solar panels outside your window, collecting rainwater to wash your clothes with, to bathe with, um, flushing your toilet with used water, or washing clothes with the water and then turning around and using that to flush the toilet, right? That kind of stuff, like something that people would be like, oh no, why are you doing that, right? But when you get that water bill, it's like, wow, you don't have hardly any water bill, right? Something like that, and your electric bill is going to go down, and you're going to be saving money, and getting yourself out of financial debt, and this person is not going to like it. It's like misery loves company. That's what I'm getting. Like this person is miserable and they want you to be miserable too, right? Because I am seeing the justice in reverse. It's like they're miserable in their life and they want to make sure that you're going to be miserable in your life, right? Because that's still there. That card is still there. It hasn't left anywhere. With the two of flowers coming out in reverse, I do feel like you're going to see your future. Okay, I feel like you're going to be seeing yourself, seeing your future very clearly. It's like you're not gonna, there's no right choice to make everybody happy, Gemini. Okay? That spirit saying, like, there's no right choice. Nothing that you do is gonna make everybody happy. So the only thing that you can do is make yourself happy. And look, I hope you saw that. I don't know if you saw it, but the 10 of Pentacles. So with the 10 of Pentacles, it makes me feel like the sky's the limit. Whatever it is that you're doing to save money, to get out of debt, to get your future started, so you can start this business and get yourself going in the right direction, keep going, because this is a really good sign. This is like the best sign that you can get. Not only that, but you're going to be the emperor at the end. You're going to be the boss. Okay? This is your final card. This is you being in charge of your life, taking responsibility for everything, being on top of things. Like I said, being on top of your bills. Okay, starting your own business. I just feel like you're going to be the person that's going to make things happen in your life. Okay, you're the person that's bossing up. You don't have to be a man. Okay, just so you know, you don't have to be a man. This is just your energy. The boss. That's what I'm seeing. So, Gemini, Spirit wants you to know to keep going. You're on the right track, whatever it is. Even if it's something that people are thinking is disgusting, it's gross, you shouldn't be doing that. What are you doing? You're insane, blah, 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 blah. They don't pay your bills. Okay? These people don't pay your bills. Yes, you have somebody over here that's claiming that they give you money or they give you some kind of support. It kind of reminds me of that story of that man. He's like, I pay child support and I do this. And then it turns out he only pays $20 a month for 4 kids. And he's like, yeah, I give $20 a month. I pay my child support. She could go buy each one of those kids a Happy Meal for the whole month. They get to eat that one time. That kind of thing. It's crazy, but that's what I'm getting. All right, Gemini, thank you for joining me. Stay on track. You're on the right track. Spirit wants you to keep going. Okay, whatever you're doing, you're getting yourself out of debt. Okay, you're going to be really pleased and very happy with these opportunities that are coming your way. You're going to be opening doors for yourself. You're not waiting for the universe to do it. You're doing it yourself. But I do see the universe coming in and giving you something that's going to make you very happy and passionate and excited. Okay? All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch me in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.